All right, guys, Go to Boy 32 here. Check it out. What we're looking at are two little items, one being a Taurus PT111 G2 and the other one being a holster from Concealment Express from the Prime membership on Amazon for $39.99 delivered. Now, this guy right here is turned into one of my absolute most favorite little firearms. I love this guy for its compact size, its capability of carrying 12 plus 1, and its durability and reliability. A lot of people, especially in my case, has been very reliable. So one of the things I needed for this guy right here when we went on spring break is I needed a holster, and that's why I went ahead and went with this guy right here. This is a holster from Concealment Express, and it's specifically made for this Taurus PT111 G2. Now, let's talk about a couple things. What do you look for in a really good holster? Well, a couple things that primarily I look for is retention. Is this guy going to hold and fast the firearm that it's holding? And number two, is it comfortable? Well, it does real well in one of those items, and it's retention of the firearm. It actually does a great job. They've made room for the safety right there. Let's go ahead and pull that out. As you can see, if you run it with the safety up, it has room right there, and it just does a great job. However, one of the things when you're trying to put that thing in there, take a look at where the slide release is. It actually butts into the holster. So downfall there. And there are a couple other ones that will typically come with a more than economical holster, and unfortunately that's the case with this guy right here. Now, for the most part, when I buy something, I really want it to succeed. Sometimes it doesn't, but we're going to continue on with the good stuff about this guy right here. One, you've got a really nice belt clip right here. It has the two little grommet screws right here and here that you can tighten up. This is non-adjustable, so what you got is what you got. You do have a retention screw right here for retention with the rubber grommets here, and that's basically it. Now, another reason I really like this holster, and I continue trying the holster, is because I am carrying the Walther PP SM2 this month, and it fit in there without any issues, which is really cool. So the only problem is this guy is absolutely uncomfortable to wear. And why is it uncomfortable to wear? It's because the edges. These edges are unrefined and unfinished. Let me see if I can go ahead and get this thing to focus in here. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Look at that. Look at that jagged edge right there. But it goes all the way around. Now, most of the Kydex holster makers out there will polish these edges to a nice, clean, smooth surface, because this is just as important as this. This is part of the holster, and when those things are combined with the irritation of the skin, it makes for a horrible situation, especially when your skin's made it up to this side right here and you're driving in a car and it pinches, and it makes for a really irritable feeling. And eventually what happened was I just took the damn holster and got rid of it, or not got rid of it, but just set it aside and went with the DeSantis Soft Tuck, which I'm finding is absolutely one of my favorite holsters. Now, overall assessment of this thing, if you need a holster and you need a fast Concealment Express, I'm guessing it would pretty much make a holster for just about everything. Just know that when you get it, you're not going to have the refined touches. Now, one of my buddies said, why don't you give them a call and see if they can send you something that's a little bit more refined? And I said, that would be cheating, I think. And it's almost like, hey man, I got a product, I'm going to do a review on it, but I want you to send me something better than you normally would send through the mail to your general Joe Schmo. And I'm a Joe Schmo as far as I'm concerned. But these edges killed it for me. Now, can you fix that? Yeah, it's pretty easy to fix. All you do is you take some sandpaper and you buff this thing out and put a nice little smooth finish on it. You get yourself a nice holster for $39.99. Most cases, I would be reaching out to my boys out there, Harry's Holsters and Carolina Concealment Solution. I got a new friend who's getting ready to start a holster business. We're going to do some testing and evaluation of some of his stuff, and then we're going to put it out there so the rest of the world can see it, but we'll do it after that. Anyway, my general assessment of this thing is good holster for the cost. $39.99, 2-day delivery. If you need a holster just to put a gun in for a short period of time, that's it. Sights fit well, fitment of the firearm does really well, retention is nice, and once you fix these edges, you got yourself a nice little holster. Let me know what your thoughts are on this thing, if you have any experience with Concealment Express holsters in your past, in the future. That's about it. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Let's go to Boy 32, support the red, white, and blue. God bless America. God bless those men and women. You need a uniform for our freedom, because freedom is not free. It's a fun little gun. You guys don't forget about the hashtag Let Freedom Ring. Let's go to Boy 32. Out. Doo-doo-doo.